No, we're not doing standard mode yet. Mist yelled at me. I'm sorry. You want me to do it again? I don't know if you like that or not. No? Okay. I'm sorry. He's been doing it all night. True. You wanna fight? No, not particularly. It's already, I'm probably already outmatched speedrunning this game right now, and 2v1 would be completely unfair. Are you fooing? Oh, that finisher didn't connect? That's lame. Name him Sheldon. Name him Beryl. I don't like Sheldon either. I wouldn't name my child that. Too bad. There never was a choice. Didn't you guys know that's how that worked? The hospital just assigns a random name to you. What's an S-tier male name? I like Zachary. Farquad. Theo's not bad. All of you are failing? In your opinion. But that's okay, we take trash opinions here. Excuse me, Lady Luck, it would be our child, not my child. Forgot the O? It happens. I mean, I don't know, man. I think most names are fine. I just feel like, I remembered when we were talking about, people who name their children after, like, specific things that are, like, super nerdy. I'm not a big fan of that. I feel like you're asking them to get bullied if you make the names stand out too much. Thoughts on Rome? As a name? Never really thought about that. Or you mean as in, like, the fucking place? Because I was like, huh, that's an interesting name. As a name, I feel like that name would be too susceptible to dad jokes, so I don't know if I would appreciate that or I would hate it. Or if they would hate it. A good name is something that sounds badass when it's fully spoken, but also has a nice nickname that you can make out of it too. I think is the goal for that. Thoughts on the Ottoman Empire? They're very, Ottoman-y. I can't believe a man named Otto named the fucking empire like that. That's so selfish, dude. Who the fuck names their kid Otto? Miss, my name is Otto and I take full offense to this, and I'm like, damn dude, you showed me. Yo, Metallica do with the webcam untoggle, I got you, buddy. There we go. Had to flip the switch. Who names their kid Miss Master 1? Hey, only my parents say the 1 at the end. It's a different case, okay? Only they are allowed to call me by my full name. Chicken Dad, what's up? Thank you for the good luck. Hope it goes well. I hope so too. And if it doesn't, that's okay, because runs went pretty well yesterday. Names are really unusual sometimes because I feel like you get some names that are like adorable for like really young children and then they're like the most stupid shit when they're like a senior. And then you get like those really old people names and it's really weird when someone's like really young because they sound like they're from like the 1930s or some shit. And it's really hard to pick a name that it sounds okay like throughout someone's entire life. I feel like there's only like a specific group of names where that works. It ultimately doesn't matter that much, like name your child what you want to. But some names are definitely more like old people names, and some names are more adhering to people when they're like newborns and shit. Imagine a 63-year-old man named Kyler. That's something, dude. Imagine just being named Kyler in the first place. Your parents couldn't decide between Tyler and Kyle, so they just combined the two. I don't really like that name very much, to be honest. Kyle is good, and I think Tyler is good, but I don't think Kyler is good. That's just people who can't come to a consensus. Let's guess missed name. I mean, I've said my name a few times on stream. It's definitely not George. Tile. Okay, that's probably worse than Kyler. I'll give you that much. Yeah, okay, fine. Kyler is better than Tile. I can't really argue that. What about our baby girl? There's a couple names that I already have in mind, but I'm not sure if any of them would be anything you're interested in. Melinda. Lucille? That's a pretty name. I was thinking a little bit more traditional, though. Lucille is a little bit extravagant, but I mean, that's a good thing. I like Cynthia. Fuck. I said the name Cynthia and some Gen 4 Pokemon player just had a heart attack. Or PTSD or some bullshit. Yay, good fight. Yeah, like the Sinnoh champion. I'm glad I wasn't the only one thinking that. Sometimes those names just come to you though, and there's really no rhyme or reason, it's just, I like the name, that's what I give you. Sometimes for better reasons, sometimes for worse reasons, I don't know, man. I feel like as long as people aren't trying to be super, like, try-hardy about it, most names I've heard from people are fine. Even some nerdy names can still be okay, but it's just like... you gotta be careful about that. You really don't want your kid to get bullied because they have a very unique name that people are just gonna pick at. Honestly, 5 is a decent name. As much of a meme as it fucking is, I wouldn't mind being called that. It's probably like the worst fucking take I've ever said on this channel. But honestly, if my name was 5 because I was the 5th child, I wouldn't really be that upset. It depends. Certain, like, even if it is, like, you know, like a dad joke or some bullshit, sometimes certain names actually have a nice ring to it. I don't mind that. I know that wouldn't be the case for everybody. And oddly enough, even though it sounds generic at first, it actually kind of has a level of uniqueness to it, which is, I don't know, just appealing to me in some really stupid way. Oh my god, what is happening? I missed something, dude. I like to wait for chat for like 60 seconds. I have no idea what we're talking about now. What the fuck happened? What, Lady Luck was almost named? Oh. Well, I don't know if she gave any hints toward that. Or if it's just pick a random name and see if it works. I was almost named after my dad, and then my mom is like, no. I want him to be his own person. And I appreciate that in the long term. I would say, it's very white. I haven't been paying attention to the guesses already. I would say Jennifer is like the most stereotypical name I could think of. Good guess, but no. I'm just trying to think of, like, what are the most, like, common fucking women's names? Sarah, maybe, I guess, but I don't know how common that strictly is. Oh my god, Quid going in for, like, the 50 pick. All those names. Amanda. Maybe someday. Can't give the letter, okay. I feel like this should be easier. Like, it probably is, if it is a relatively common name. But for some reason, it's just not clicking with me. Do you think that KH1 is a good game to start learning speedruns? As far as, in general, it is a little bit on the lengthier side compared to shorter games that might only be like an hour or so long. But if you're talking about KH specifically, don't mind the abundance of names in the chat right now, by the way. If you mean in terms of getting into KH runs, KH1's beginner mode is a pretty decent start, although BBS and 0.2 and maybe even 3D might be other good starting points for you. But KH1 beginner is very approachable and has a very high skill ceiling, so it's a nice category to kind of get into. I would recommend it. But that's only if you're only talking specifically with KH. If you're talking about other games, you go down like a more classic route, like Mario 64 16 star is a decent starting point for like anyone who speedruns. Ryan. I don't, well, I'm not gonna say that, but I don't think there's very many girls named Ryan. But what do I know, dude? It's 2023. What are even the rules for names anymore? I think this is the most, like, this is like the activity of my chat when I PB, dude. I'm a little bit weirded out by this, but I mean, I'm all for it. I don't know how Lady Luck has done it, but she's made people, like, extremely talkative with this little game. This is kind of cool. Isabelle is a wonderful name. I knew a girl named Isabelle in high school. She was cool. Chance. See, I would attempt this, but I've not been keeping tabs on all the names that have been said so far, so I probably just repeat whatever the fuck has been said already, so I'm done with this, dude. I'm not even gonna try it, I guess. I got like my one guess in there and it wasn't correct, so it's fine. What are we even guessing? What was Lady Luck originally going to be named? What if it's not as common as you think? You never know, man. Even the more obvious things are not so obvious. Or like, you just kind of like scratch your head a little bit, thinking to yourself, how the fuck did I not come up with that? These power wilds were pretty good. Fuck. I'll get a 246 and people are still trying to guess the name. That's funny, dude. People will finally get the name right and they'll be like, what the fuck, what is this run? What is this pace that he's on right now? What the fuck happened? God, I hope this run PB is just so this whole fucking the shenanigans of name guessing actually is on YouTube. That'd be so funny. People have like resorted to just looking up like what are the most common names in the world and just trying to see if one of them matches up with what's going on. I mean, if that's the case, I'd be surprised if someone hadn't already done that, though, because of how long this has been going on for. It's been like 10 minutes. Uh-oh. I don't like this. Okay, this is fine. Is it? I don't know. Clayton, where are you going? Shut up, Clayton, you're dead. Stop talking. You know, I was about to say, like, maybe she's just leading people on just to keep this going for, like, as long as possible. But also there's a part of me that's like, I feel like Lady Luck would care too much about this to not actually lie about it. So I think she'll be genuine if someone guesses it. Like, that thought did cross my mind, but no, she's not the type of person to do that. Joe? Josephine. Oh my god, someone got it, finally. Really? Cool. That would not- it would have taken me a long time to get there, to be honest, especially if it was without the Y at the end. Like, if Zoe with a Y, maybe, but if it's just Zoe without the Y, I would not say that's a common name, personally. That's cool though. Okay guys, now it's time for the next question. What's Dan's name? I bet you guys will never guess. It's a key. Yes, indeed. Is it Sophie? Guys are just mad you didn't win? True. I'm more upset about not winning the name competition than when runs fail.
Mist cannot skip this cutscene.
Mist cannot skip this cutscene, B. Only cutscene A. I'm not saying I dislike the name, I just didn't, that just isn't a name I probably would have come up with as well. I think Zoe is a very nice name. Zoe Baker? Poor girl. Zoe is an atrocious name because there's a League of Legends character named that? Damn, dude. She's a 10, but she shares the name of a League of Legends character. Mamma mia! The Mario movie is out, go watch it. I actually haven't seen it, I don't know. But I thought I was gonna die, because the card, like... I felt the card swing an axe, and I think it gave me a haircut, and somehow I didn't die from that. It was entertaining. Oh, Mario was so entertaining. Okay. Maybe I'll catch it at some point. I think I remembered you mentioning that. Like, I'm just getting caught up on stuff, the dog name. I even distinctly remember making a comment about how I thought it was pretty, like a week ago or less, and I just couldn't quite think of it. That is true, Jack Black does steal the show and everything. I think one time I don't know if he does now, or whatever the fuck, but apparently he was streaming on Twitch, and people were like, dude, we should like totally collab. I was like, I don't know about that. Depends on what kind of collab we're talking about. That was a really good fight. Oh my goodness. What the fuck? That was like so fast though. Did he actually guess it right? Or are you just repeating it just because you can't believe like the ludicrousness of the name? Goddamn, dude, Pete's good. That was really fast. Yo, Pete, thank you very much for the gifted sub too. Oh my goodness. Monastic, I'm bad at names and I can't read it while driving the gummy ship. To, Mona. Monastic. Oh my god, I don't know how to pronounce your name, I'm so sorry. But anyway, welcome to the Mist Continent and enjoy the emotes you can use on Twitch for the next 30 days. I'm so sorry, I don't know how to word. Thank you very much for that, Pete. Mona's fine? Okay. I don't know if you would have been a bit thrown off by that as well. That's what I instinctively wanted to do, but I wasn't sure. You do get a star. You are a good noodle. Ah! Chest. No one knows my dog's name. Well, at least one of them. Anyway. Are the Gummy Heartless being piloted, or are the ships the Heartless themselves? I assume they're being piloted, but who really knows? It's all good, Quid. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Have a good sleepy sleep, and I'll talk to you later, man. Is that actual lore that's been defined? Because that's kind of neat. I didn't know that. Highlighted ships in 1, actual enemies in 2, and onward. That's kind of neato. KH Wiki says, interesting. Crystal Snow would be the Keyblade I think you're talking about. Favorite deputy? I know KH3 Keyblade's an okay amount, but I couldn't name you all of them. Anyone guess my favorite Keyblade from 3? Ever After? Wheel of Fate? I mean, that is a cool one. Who the fuck doesn't want to beat enemies up with a giant flag? Wheel of Fate is from, Caribbean. Not as good as the Whims of Fate, but, can make an exception. Second favorite used to be from 2. I kind of just want to say Decisive Pumpkin just because of how good it is, but I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of good Keyblades in 2, it's probably not that. Is it actually Decisive Pumpkin? Holy shit, let's go. Awesome. That's pretty sick, dude. I would love to have my very own Diamond Dust Keyblade at some point. Because that's my favorite Keyblade in the franchise. The good old double penalty. I know what you were gonna say, man. Has high strength and gives you combo boost. Double the trouble, double the fun. I wonder what Lady Luck's favorite Keyblade is. I bet we could have a fun time guessing that. Do ya? It's Spellbinder. Oh man, too soon. Lady Luck must be number 2 then. I was misinformed. I respect that. Lady Luck rolls off the tongue better than Destiny's Embrace as a username, so I mean, I prefer that you created that instead. I think you used to be called, like, Andalusian Knights or something until you changed your name, if I'm remembering correctly. I might be mispronouncing that, though. Something like that. I remembered because I was playing P5R. And I still saw you in there a decent bit. P5R was such a vibe, dude. I'm not even exaggerating when I say P5 streams might have been like my favorite time ever streaming. Just with the amount of bullshit and fun and hilarious other stuff that was going on with it, it was such a vibe. I don't know BBS keyblades for shit, my dude. So I'm gonna take like 10 years to figure this one out. Yeah, Moggs, what up, dude? How are runs going? They're going. Could be better, could be worse. Yo, Renak. Bright Crest, that's it. I wanted to say something Crest, but I couldn't fucking remember it, dude. And then I saw, like, I think I saw, like, Thar put Fatal Crest, and I was like, wait, no, I'm probably wrong about that. I'm second-guessing myself, help. What is the Keyblade? What is the Keyblade called? Made a pizza, and I'm down to the last 2 slices. The saddest part. The only thing sadder is when there's only 1 slice. Pizza sounds good. To be fair, most food sounds good after you haven't eaten for a decent bit of time. I don't know if I've ever had actually true deep dish pizza. I don't know if, I would really want to. That is so much crust, dude. Which, I mean, crust is good, but I don't know if I like it in that much abundance. You motherfucker. That guy really had to drop an accessory, like, right in front of the fucking door, dude. I have to pick it up. I don't have a choice. It is my destiny. I am destined to pick up this thing. Haha, just kidding, idiot. I don't want that shit. I can jump over it. I wasn't even sure if that would actually work, and that was kind of funny. I don't want more stuff in my inventory because it's gonna clog up accessory menu when I put on Ray of Light and stuff. I defy your jewelry. Ike? That means go in Japanese. Aladdin chugging that, the whatever the fuck is in that water. I don't even know, dude. What do they put in the water these days? Yo, Jichi, what's up? Thank you very much for the good luck. I hope we're doing well. 아, 아보나요. I like how happy Genie gets when you win the fight. Pillow Pets is like that thing from the fucking, like, 90s or 2000s. Where, like, you could unfurl it and it becomes like a little, like, stuffed animal or something. And then if you furl it back up, it's just a pillow. I don't think this will be a Blizzard kill, but maybe. Wow, that was actually... Oh. I did a lot more damage to Iago than I thought I did. I thought I was a few Blizzards shy of that. Never mind. I must have gotten a lot of extra finishers in on that fight than I normally do. Iago was not a dick, indeed. Iago was quite cooperative. He gave me a very good pattern. Most impressive part of your run is dying to those. It is actually a lot harder than it looks. I don't really think about it too much because I've just done it a million times. But I will say it is very hard to die to the rocks when you're learning it. It is obnoxious. It's not the most insane thing in the world, but yeah, it is much, much more annoying to line up than it looks. It's a lot easier in level 1 because you have half the health and you take double the damage. But, like, dying in Cave of Wonders Escape on beginner and even on standard, that shit is really hard. Like, I think you can afford to miss, like, 1 or 2 sources of damage. And if you miss, like, any more than that, then you have to ride out the entire minigame. A lot of people seem to fixate on the actual combat, which I mean makes sense, given it's an action RPG, when it comes to the speedrun of KH games, but the movement in itself, especially in the case of KH1, and even more so in the case of KH3, a lot of really specific stuff going on there, and it's a lot harder to do certain movement than it looks. Like, the combat steals the show as far as just, you know, the general attention. But movement should not be slept on. It's also a very important part of the speedrunning aspect. Oh, absolutely. There are certain movement techs I definitely think are more difficult than certain actual, like, enemy encounters. Dumbo Skip I'm a little bit more nervous about than, say, the first Jafar fight and stuff like that. After doing it enough times, you just kind of build up a confidence and you don't really think about it too much, but you also have to be aware that one small fuck-up can really destroy your run, even if it's not an actual enemy encounter. Yeah, Chamber 3 skip, one of the hardest movement techs in KH, I would say. Although maybe that's a little bit embellishing, but still. It's definitely the hardest movement tech in KH1. And I would only put a handful of fights above that actual part of the run as far as ability and technique needed to execute it properly, especially to do it consistently. Like, I've ran this game for years. Chamber 3 skip has been a thing for years. Shit still scares me that I'm gonna fuck it up every time I do it, because it's very, very fussy. You need to not clank too early on the thing when you go through the chamber. You need to make sure that you're far enough outside the little divot so you don't bonk your head. You need to make sure you're close enough that you actually make the jump. And you also need to make sure your angle is good so you don't cut the jump too far. So you just get close enough to grab the ledge. There is a tremendous amount of tiny stuff happening in like the course of like a second. It's ridiculous. The good news is if you don't get it, it's not a major time loss, or at least not in the traditional sense. It could be a major time loss depending on how optimized your run is. But there's much worse things to fail, like Dumbo skip would be way worse to fail than Chamber 3 skip. But if you want to be super optimal everywhere, Chamber 3 skip is very intimidating. That is one movement tech I don't think I will ever be 100% comfortable doing. There was a time in a way where we didn't have to do Chamber 3 skip in level 1 any percent. And then we were like, hey, we don't need that extra Mega Elixir, so fuck this. We're just gonna do Chamber 3 skip anyway. Yo, Gaijin, thank you for the good luck. But teach me Chamber 3 skip, oh no. The one does not simply get taught Chamber 3 skip, Lady Luck. That's, like, I would be scared if you proposed that, like, as far as, like, please teach me how to do Chamber 3 skip. I don't know, dude. I mean, I would try, but you really have to understand how difficult it actually is. I would not be 100% confident I could teach you effectively, because it is not easy. It's really cool that it works, but holy fuck, man. Biggest challenge with all worlds as opposed to any percent? Probably Olympus Coliseum's Hercules Cup. Also, another hard challenge is staying focused in 100 Acre Wood, because that world is kind of a snooze fest. And it's also extremely punishing if you fuck up. So, not a good combination. It's long, it's boring, and very punishing. Chamber 3 is where I kill off the Search Ghost to get the Flare G Gummy and the set of Dalmatians. When you enter the first chamber and you go into the second room, you hold direction on the analog stick to swing back into the entrance you just came from, and then you do a bit of slight setup in order to jump to a nearby ledge that allows you to skip an extra chamber in Monstro and get to Parasite KH1 a little bit faster. And if you are successful with that movement tech, you don't have to go through that chamber where the Dalmatians and the Flare G are. Yo, Prender, what's up, man? How are runs going tonight? Not too bad. Haven't finished one yet, but we're getting closer. It's mostly a case of a run kind of fell apart in the second third, and I didn't want to do 100 Acre Wood. But I've gotten to mid-game a few times today, so I mean, at least I'm not stuck in early game jail. All good game. Take care, man. Thank you for the best of luck, and I will hopefully see you tomorrow. Yeah, dude, early game jail is so bad. You just want to play the rest of the game and you can't get out of the first part without something really dumb happening. I'm usually pretty okay with runs kind of disintegrating towards like the mid part of the run, because at least you play a decent chunk of the game before that happens. But if you can't get past like the first quarter or like the first third of the game consistently, it's so annoying. That's pretty much the only time I get really, like, insanely frustrated when I'm speedrunning, is when I just can't get out of the first part of the game for like an hour or two. It would actually be kind of funny if you follow the general rubric for battle level in KH1. You go on the bottom path to Atlantica, you end up completing Monstro, you end up completing Atlantica after that. What am I doing? And then you try to go to Halloween Town. Although most people probably wouldn't try to do that because they would just, well, I don't know, maybe. I can definitely imagine it happened to some group of people who went to Atlantica and then they ended up in Neverland before getting to Halloween Town. But then I also think to myself, I wonder how many people like warp drove back to Agrabah to fly to Halloween Town after Atlantica. Because they saw the battle level was higher for Neverland than Halloween Town, respectively. Trying to remember what I did the first time I played this game, it was such a long time ago. You're gonna try to do Chamber 3 skip? Oh my goodness, good luck with that. Yo, Crunch Dogs, thank you for the good luck. Hope we're doing well tonight. You'll be practicing it for a long time. I feel like you cannot practice Chamber 3 skip enough as a KH1 runner. This is a terrible start to this segment, dude. I can't even imagine, dude. I would be so bothered having to reset every like 5 minutes just to check to see if my starter Pokemon had reasonable stats to begin with. Or at the very least, like, you know, I don't know if you might be going for like the best possible outcome or just whatever the fuck, but man. A lot of respect to the patience people have to put up with that. What's my sum of best? 241.52, I think. Maybe 50. Something like that. 6, 4, 5. 241.52. I best segmented Genie Jafar by a second, so it's 241.51. You missed it? Get used to that. Even as someone who's has relatively good proficiency in Chamber 3 skip, I'm expecting to miss it half the time. Yeah, you gotta wait a split second before you attack, otherwise that happens. That's another thing. Timing is exceptionally crucial with the movement. Anyone ever done predictions for gravestones? Yes. In this stream, no, we don't do any predictions here. I don't want to enable gambling addicts. I'm saying that last part satirically. It's just that predictions usually aren't super common. And that's okay. It doesn't really matter that much. Oh, they're so fucking spread out, dude. I hate this shit. I feel like this is about to like fall apart on me. Well, miraculously, come on. Miraculously, LSB was actually fairly cooperative. It definitely did not look like that was going to be the case, though. Unfortunately, a lot of stuff before LSB was pretty mediocre. Jaku! Yo, that stop though. Let's go, Genie. Oh yeah. That's what I want to see. At least it was a 2-cycle. That's kind of bad. Fuck. Unfortunate. I thought that thing only had like one magic cast of health left, so I kind of screwed up at the end. Is this the last round of the night? Don't know yet. If it dies in the next like 30 minutes, probably not. Maybe I'll do like a 12-hour stream tonight, I don't know yet. I'm not going to be here in a couple days for a decent bit of time because of family stuff. So I might do super late streams today and tomorrow, don't know yet. Really just depends if I'm in the mood to keep going with it or not. Like, I usually go pretty late anyway, but I'm talking like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning type shit. Might happen. Either tonight or tomorrow, don't know yet. I tell ya, Chamber 3 skip is really hard, Lady Luck. I know we've been over a few things as far as like stuff that is genuinely difficult, but as someone who has ran the game for a long time, Chamber 3 skip is unironically one of the hardest speedrun techs in the entire game. It took me a very long time to get a general feel for it, and even then, like I said, I'm still not 100% confident I can do it consistently. You going for 6 more hours? Maybe. I mean, I woke up like an hour or two before I started streaming, so fuck it. Why not? I'm on a kind of a degen sleep pattern right now, but that's probably going to be rectified once Proud Any % starts. You got into the little thingy, the divot? Or did you actually do the entire thing? Okay, so that's part 1. Now part 2 is actually making the jump. Fuck. I got owned by RNG. This run's probably over. I got the worst opening possible. Well, actually, that was a relatively fast death abuse of party, so I don't know. Kinda bad. See how the next few splits go, but that sucks. That's 15 to 20 seconds I lost because of bad RNG. Can't do anything about that. Did I miss hook ship? No, you can't miss hook ship. Oh, do you mean would I have missed hook ship on this run, particularly? I wasn't paying attention. I should have died right there. Are you kidding me? Oh, fuck this, dude. Kinda rude, Leah, to say that, but whatever, I guess. What? I looked away and the battleship got in between me and Hook. That was fucked up, dude. I'm just gonna live in this little divot, yeah. Have fun with that. Yeah, it's always so obnoxious clanking on the goddamn minute hand like that. You wouldn't think they would even program it to really do that, but I guess, what do I know? I would highly recommend you do standard before proud, absolutely. A lot of regular proud and standard share the same strats, and it will not be nearly as punishing because you take double damage in proud mode compared to standard. I definitely would recommend you try standard out first, but you ultimately do what you want to do. The only thing that's really different about standard and proud outside of the damage you take is, like, end of the worlds. You get a very good base fundamental of how that playstyle of KH1 works without it horribly, like, destroying you at, like, the tiniest mistakes. Is puppies given level in all worlds? A torn page. You need to get Dalmatians in every all worlds category. Pretty good segment here. Nice time save. I just hope that Oppo isn't a complete piece of trash. That was a pretty good Traverse Town 3. If Hook behaved, I would be pretty much tied with PB right now, so this run is okay. It will be worth to try for Hollow Bastion and OC and all that stuff to see where it goes. It's too bad, man. Anti-Sora and Hook, if they went well, this would be quite a good run. His boat fight was actually pretty decent. Anything good happened last 2 to 3 hours? Well, I best segmented a few splits. And I haven't been stuck in early game jail today. And in general, we've had a fun time with various discussions like guessing what Lady Luck's original name was going to be. This jump is not possible. I used to think the same thing when I was trying to learn it. And some days I still think that that's the case. Pretty much. A really big part of mid-game for Standard and Proud mode is utilizing ground combos with Slapshot and Wishing Star to get like 3 out of 4 of your attacks to be critical hits consistently. So like ground combos are used considerably a lot more in Standard and Proud mode. Also, you don't have as much MP, so you kind of have to rework your equipment a little bit more differently. Have a good night, Thar. Thanks for watching, dude. You got 6 more hours, you got this. True. Let's go. To be fair, I did say maybe. If I'm a Giga Chat and pop off with a 246 like right now, then maybe it won't be another 6 hours, but we'll see. Yo, Full Metal, what's up? Thank you so much. Hope you're doing well. Always makes me happy to see you in chat. Gonna try to squeeze out a 46, and if it doesn't happen, that's okay. I wanted to at least get 47, and mission accomplished. I mean, to be fair, that's already good progress, Lady Luck. If you can get the first half down consistently with just the initial timing, you're already progressing like a true speedrunner. If I don't have 246 by the end of next stream, I'll be leaving the category to start practicing for GDQ. I could always come back for a 246 in this if I really wanted to, but I'll worry about that later. Thank you for the good luck. Just because I want to make sure I give myself a decent amount of time to warm up to Proud any % in case that's the run that we actually have to do. In Final Mix, not really, because the abilities they added in Final Mix that you can get earlier access to make Sword and Staff just way better in pretty much every regard. In Vanilla, certain abilities weren't there, so Shield was not a bad choice. But because of what FM added, yeah, Shield is not worth it. Do you guys know you can freeze the bubbles? Wacky. I actually got a 247 on my very last attempt of last night. Runs haven't been terrible today. Like, this is the second run that's made to Hollow Bastion. but they haven't been as good as yesterday. Do it when I beat your record. Hey man, more incentive. That's one of the best parts about speedrunning, is having that friendly competition to keep motivating each other to push each other further, though. Yeah, I guess the next question would be, are you jumping to the point where he immediately hit bonks on the little divot and then falls immediately, or are you trying to go for the jump and he isn't making the jump? Because if you're bonking your head, you're not far out enough, and if you're not making the jump, it means you're not close enough. You gotta find, like, that perfect middle. Yes, you do indeed have to edge. And it's so obnoxious because you gotta time your inputs perfectly so that Sora jumps, but you have that initial speed from holding a direction, so you gotta like perfectly time it so you don't fall off, but you get like that last second jump off with the initial speed, and then you have to have a good angle to just barely grab the ledge. It's so technical, dude. Yeah, I was a little bit too far away. No bonky. No bubble bonk. Made it up with that one though. There's no shot. Think of how cool it'll feel if you actually hit it once though, just to say that you've done it. Yeah, what he said. would also matter how long does it take to do the setup. Liquid Wi-Fi, back in the days of yore, before he ran Simpsons, ran KH. And he was messing around in KH1. He was like, hey, if you can get a glide going in between the final fire cast and when the final candle gets lit. And if you set the angle up properly, which is like spur of the moment and not consistent whatsoever because of the camera, it is very possible for you to enter a glide animation while the cutscene of the fire that guards the final emblem piece dies down. And if your angle and height and everything are perfect, you can actually glide over to that emblem piece in the middle of the cutscene. And that would save you like 3 or 4 seconds, because you wouldn't have to wait for it to end to get over to that platform. However, it is ridiculously hard to set up on a whim, and it is not recommended, because if you fail it, you fall off, and that loses like 20 to 30 seconds. So it's not worth it. You are very welcome, Miss Plays. I mean, Liquid's made a pretty big name for himself outside of KH. Like, he's much more known for Hit and Run than he ever was for KH games. At least at this point. Yeah, I also wasn't like super, I was more focused on the KH1 side of things, so the KH2 specific stuff I'm a little bit hazy on, because that was a long time ago, but yes. He did get the first sub 4 in KH2. So I mean, like, when he did do KH2, he was very good at it. It's just like he's now known more so for his Simpsons Hit and Run stuff. It's insane to see how much KH2 has been optimized over the years, man. I mean, I guess that's just speedrunning in general, but still. Yeah, basically just faster text. You can't skip text box base cutscenes in KH1 like in later games. So faster Japanese text means faster run. Yes, it includes the Trinity skip, I believe. Trying to explain a trick you don't fully understand. Yeah, that sounds like a fucking disaster. Even if it was like the most ideal setup in the world to showcase like how to do certain things, wouldn't be going over so hot. But that's more so because that's just how difficult the trick is. It doesn't even matter. Regardless of someone's ability or not, the trick is evil. Would be really sick to see that stuff here. I know JJ is like, and I also know that's like an insanely long category, so I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, from, what's it called? From, what, 408 to 403? Or 0 practice in like 2 weeks? It's pretty good, man. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I don't really know if that's actually manageable in modern day. Because of a lot of stuff that's obviously happened over the years, but still, that's really cool to see. They used to do stuff like that anyway. And then a little bit of degen is fine. No one's gonna look at me with a straight face and say they've never done any degen shit in their entire lives, like, come on now. Hopefully not to, like, the abhorrent side of things, of course, but, like, really, really ridiculous time investment on certain stuff. That's just, what some people live for. It's like, I want to do a fucking run of Persona 5 Royal eventually, that's gonna be super degen. Yeah, I feel you on that, man. Balancing everything in life is difficult. Certain stuff has to take priority, other things can take a backseat sometimes, you know. Actually trying to have stuff be balanced is one of life's biggest mysteries. Who the fuck invented this? J-Hubs. Yeah, J-Hubs went live one day, is like, hey dudes, I found a really wacky movement thing, and then we were like, okay, what's up? And then he showed us and we were like, what the fuck? You can do that? J-Hubs, a very old runner of KH1 from like the 2013, 2014 era, something like that. Don't forget this trinity. Still does stuff today, but he's more of like a variety type of player now. I think he's working on KH2 rando stuff a little bit. I think he's working on like a KH beat the series type of scenario as well. But he's also known to play like Ori and the Blind Forest and just like a few other things here and there for variety's sake. But yeah, he's done quite a bit of stuff. Yeah, he was pretty decent. I think he had like a low 250 time on PS3 or something like that, and that's very solid. It's always a marvel to look at people's just versatility with various games that they play. It's one thing to be like really good at one particular game, but how good are people at like a multitude of stuff? That's why a lot of people try to gauge like how good of a speedrunner someone might actually be. If they're just grading them purely based on their main game they play, or based on a variety of stuff they happen to be pretty good at. I don't like this situation. I need to stop taking damage in the third seed, dude. Thank you, Violin. That's very nice of you. I'm laughing because of how wholesome it is. I'm also dying on the inside because this guy won't get hit by any of my gravities. He won't return my phone calls. He hates me. You hate me. Like, it's just a sad reality we live in. Hercules Cup kinda fucking dookie. I don't like it very much. It's gonna drive me batshit crazy to try to not lose time in Hercules Cup, and the only thing I do in Hercules Cup is lose the fuck out of time. I have 15 seconds to save here. Not saving any of it, because the battleships were a complete bunch of dickweeds. Whatever, some insult I can't even fathom right now. Yo, FTR, Demo Legends, what's up, my dude? Thank you very much for the 11 months, my guy. Welcome back to the Mist Continent, and enjoy the emotes you can use on Twitch for the next 30 days still. I hope we're doing very well. Thank you, thank you. Majora's just trying to teach Lady Luck how to do Chamber 3 skip, and you can probably guess how well that's going. We were talking about how difficult it was earlier, and she's like, okay, I'm gonna do this, hold on. I'm like, good luck. Very sincerely, because that shit's hard. I'm not even 100% confident in myself when I do that shit. Like, if you can hit Chamber 3 skip, like, multiple times in a row, you kinda got, well, you're a lady, I shouldn't say that. You're kind of a Stacy, or whatever the fucking equivalent is to Chad. I was gonna say you have a giant dick, but I was like, no, you don't. Curses, I forgot women exist. I can't use that as a compliment for everyone. Nice one, Sophie. He can shift on a dime, dude. How does a man of many talents know what song is coming up next? Epo headbang. Is that the new Nodders? I need to be educated on this this modern emote tech. It's better? Nice. Oh my god, Becky. You did it! Holy moly cannoli. Okay, now do it every time you get to that part in the run. And now you kind of see like how extreme this shit is to do it on a frequent basis. But congrats, that is really cool. I know the position. No comment. That is bragging rights though. That movement tech is really hard to do, so kudos. There's one thing I can say about All Worlds, at least you don't have to do that movement tech in that category. Because you need the Dalmatians, and also a Flare G is in the same room as that. Although I forget if Beginner actually does that or not. I would assume yes, because it's not really that far out of the way, but it has been a hot minute since I did Beginner All Worlds. How was the run? It's okay. Not great, but okay. I was gonna say, I don't know why you wouldn't grab it, because it's one of the least out of the way sets of Dalmatians you can grab, honestly. Unless we just completely forego the entire thing in Agrabah to set up for the basically forced revisit with that. It's hard to keep track of every individual category, though. Oh my god, what the fuck? Holy shit. Basically, Christopher, yes. Seal every keyhole in the game and then defeat Ansem. Unfortunately, this means also completing 100 Acre Wood. I appreciate they have a specific animation for Sora opening up the grotto every time he goes in and out of this place. Well, not out of this place, but every time he enters it. Although, as a speedrunner, I would have appreciated it just not being repeated after the first time. Cut down on those seconds, but it's still, the attention to detail is nice. That was a knee slapper, dude. Oh yeah, and to make matters worse, Lady Luck, it is very possible that air soldiers can hit you when you grab the ledge, even if you do make it. If you're really quick, you shouldn't have to worry about that, but it is possible. I've seen people get owned from air soldiers hitting them after they make the jump, and it's the shittiest thing in the world. Offhand, I couldn't tell you that, Violin, sorry to say. If I was actually studying up on Plat a little bit, I could probably be a little bit more, helpful with that. But offhand, no. What the fuck did you do? How do you get your body to be like that? It's so weird when it bonks, but it's not up against a wall. Like, it just, the momentum like carries it a little bit past the initial bonk point, and it just like, its body is just like all scrunched up just in the middle of nowhere. Like, I don't know, that was really funky. Stop. Okay. I didn't mean to go into mermaid kick. I wanted to lower a little bit, but that was kind of whatever. I'm gonna try to do something. This might be dumb. This was in fact dumb. Okay. I tried to see if I could cut the fight a little bit. Dude, she's like duck facing right now. And skip a stop. Don't do that. Thankfully, that didn't cost me really much at all, but I tried to be a little cheeky and didn't pay off for me. Yes, arrow adds to the finisher stacking, even if you don't have a finisher as your last attack. As long as your last attack is a finisher when the stop ends, is all that really matters for that. Level 1's really, really quirky. It's gonna be very weird going to regular Proud, because it's a completely different playstyle. It'll be fun, though. Oh my god, Lady Luck is just a master at the trick now that she figured it out. Let's go. I'd like to thank the Academy, and I don't know. Something like that. As far as I'm aware, no. The weird gravity hook dumb explode thing happened and no one has been able to crack it. We hired a team of very advanced researchers and they say what the fuck happened as their analysis. That's wild, man. Maybe that's what's happening whenever Cloud doesn't die out of the stop loop for that fight. I've literally had Cloud, like, go fly away from the stops, like, as he gets staggered. He lands in midair and then DMs me, and I can't fucking do anything about it. It's the most stupid shit I've ever seen in my life. Bastard. That's a new one. Sora, please don't do that shit. I don't need you whiffing the fucking uppercut slash, like, in the middle of the goddamn combo. That gave me, like, a mini heart attack. Sora just looked at you like, well, there you go. I gave it back to him. That was horrifying. Usually. You know what's horrifying is when you look directly into the webcam like I'm staring into your soul. Joke's on you, I don't have one of those. Well, I mean, they're pretty cheap. You can buy a webcam anywhere, dude. Oh, you mean you don't have a soul. Right. Sorry, I was getting a little bit fucked up. You can even buy a webcam at the soup store. Like, ever since Sephi showed me that, like, I've always had to, like, mention it at least once in a while. That was such a good video. This clip plays in my brain at least once a day. Oh my god, not you too, Violin. Sephi was like doing the worst fucking shoe puns last night. I can't take this anymore. Oh my god, what did you do to him? Sephi, I blame you for this. One of us. If the dude, you can't just steal my jokes. How dare you? I made that comment last night. That's fucked up. Only I get to do what I can do. This is like the reverse double standard. You can't take what I say and use it for yourself. I steal your memes from chat and then use them to repurpose content. You cannot do this to me. I will not stand for this. Ugh, menu. Hard. What the fuck did you guys take, man? Like, what the fuck was laced with your fucking concoctions or some shit? I couldn't come up with anything clever in time. I'm a sad boy now. What is happening? I don't know. A speedrun is happening, I think. Maybe. These jokes, never mind. You know, when we were talking about stuff earlier about Mistmaster After Dark, I didn't think shoe puns was the After Dark, or going to be the After Dark topic. I'm sorry. Do Ag let you down? I too watched that Phineas and Ferb episode. Oh shit, the main game's not over yet. Fucking fine, whatever, man. No, I was trying to show that he's not actually holding the balloon. Do you see this shit? Look at the string. What the fuck is that? How does he do it? How is he doing that? How is he holding the balloon? He is the master of masters. It's impossible. No one else can float with a balloon like this. He uses the force. And then Sora drowned in this little puddle. And Blood and Honey really going far with this kind of stuff, man. You'll never be able to unsee that. You're welcome. I was bored one day, and I was like, huh, I wonder what this looks like in first person. And then I was like, oh, he doesn't even hold the goddamn string on the way up. That's wonderful. Rabbit's house. What does my shirt say? No mo rules. You probably can't see that from there. I don't know. The real solution is to take the shirt off on stream and then show people. Yo, Michiru, thank you for the good luck. Which, people who have played Persona 5 would know, that's a Ryuji shirt. Because Ryuji is, one of my favorite characters. I also have a What's Bonkin' shirt. But it's yellow and it doesn't show up well on the green screen, but that's okay. I also have a For Real shirts. I have a Yeah, don't you guys just love 100 Acre Wood in KH1? It's so cool. I also love that every cutscene in this fucking world is a text box-based cutscene, so you can't even skip any of this shit. I mean, obviously there are some skippable cutscenes, but it's like maybe like 20% of them. It's not great. You can skip like the very first cutscene, the second cutscene, the cutscene when you enter Pooh's house, the cutscene when you enter Torn page 3, the cutscene when Tigger shows up and leaves. Okay, I guess you can skip more cutscenes than I realized, but still. Can't skip like any cutscenes in Torn page 3 and 4, and you can only skip the start and ending of a Torn page for 1, 2, and 5. It's still pretty bullshit. Petition to have a most worlds category where we do all worlds but except 100 Acre Wood. I mean, maybe it'd be really difficult to do that in one singular swing, but you should be able to use any Keyblade you want to just finish the minigame. It's just that Metal Chocobo gives you the best success because it's your longest Keyblade. It is a reused asset, isn't it? I never really thought about that. Yeah, I got a 48-15 and then a 47-44 at the end of last stream. So we got a double PB last night, that was pretty cool. Just your typical 100 Acre Wood, nothing dumb happening here. Any other categories you want to visit? Outside of the any percents, beginner JJ, I'd like to give another whirl at some point. But besides that, not really. My 353 has a 1 minute mistake in it because I forgot to go get a Trinity I was supposed to, and it was pretty bad. No, not level 1 JJ, that category is bad, don't do it. Beginner JJ is good. Level 1 JJ is definitely not. I'm suddenly conscious again. What did I miss? You missed shoes being discussed to some extent. I don't know. And the Hercules Cup at Olympus Coliseum, on top of the preliminaries and the Cerberus boss fight, the first Cerberus boss fight. Olympus Coliseum is done after we get Royal Crown from Hollow Bastion. Level 1 has to abide by a couple things, since we need as much MP as we can get, generally, to have the fastest visits to places. Generally, every normal world is completed before you defeat Riku Ansem, because then the battle level goes up, and then it's going to make you slower. However, routing is done in a specific way, so we're as prepared as we can be for the extra worlds, compared to how things are done in any percent. But yeah, I think it's like you do Atlantica after, right after Neverland, in beginner mode. I forget if you do Traverse Town 3 or Olympus first in beginner all worlds, but the actual all worlds portion minus 100 Acre Wood is said and accounted for by the time you get to Hollow Bastion. For the first time, I'm pretty sure. I don't really see any significant benefit you get from doing Traverse Town 3 beforehand, so you probably just do Olympus on your way back to Traverse Town 3.
Yes.
Maybe I'm wrong about that, though. This little idiot. Went right by the bubbles, how am I supposed to know if you can freeze them? Should have been here an hour ago, my guy. Freezing bubbles comes with a limited time offer. You cannot freeze them anymore after the first time. I mean, you definitely can, but there's no point in doing so after the initial dock. You were asleep an hour ago? I'm sorry, man. I also should be asleep now. That's relatable. Fuck you in particular. I don't know what I was thinking there. I don't think that's the ideal movement. I just need to commit to one idea and just stick with it. Oh fuck! I didn't realize what he was doing at first, that was scary. Oh shit. I'm glad I caught that, that could have been really bad. Are you fucking serious, dude? You know, I really should have saved time here. And I guess I did, but I should have saved way more time here than that. I almost died to Behemoth, and you guys almost laughed at me, because you guys would have laughed at me if I failed. That's normal. Entertainment guy does dumb thing and people laugh. That would have been really funny. Should have threw and had people laugh, so I had an excuse to do another run after this.
Mist cannot skip this cutscene because this cutscene is an unskippable cutscene that he cannot skip because it is unskippable.
It's been a funky run, my dudes. I don't really know what to make of this. I would guess this run won't PB, because End of the World was pretty good in my PB. Only about a minute of leeway before the end of the run. Artillery was the best segment. Final Rest was pretty okay. Chernobog was a near best segment. That's okay though, because I can just match all that and then save the other time that's there. It's purely a 100% skill-based part of the run, so just don't be bad. There's no bullshit End of the World, just bad play. No, I have a soundboard.
Mist.
That I can turn on and turn off whenever I want to on my stream deck. That's how that audio plays every time. Yo, Daddykins. You know, that was like surprisingly quite good. Even though it was like extremely unorthodox, that actually went very nicely. I'm a little bit surprised by that. Uh-oh. When he runs PS2? I already have. I only did one run, though. It was pretty good for the time, but it's definitely not that great nowadays. PS1, when someone makes a D-make for KH1, I'll think about it. Oh my god, I got a super fast kill, holy shit. This is a very good segment. What the fuck? I didn't even know I could do that. Holy moly. Sweet, dude. Wow, I was not expecting that. Usually he always gets back up there. I just barely did enough damage in time to, to skip it. That was kind of insane. That's a pleasant surprise. Can't wait to lose it all on this next split right here, because this was also really good. Am I running again? Probably. If this run is a 246, then no, but if it's not, then I'll attempt another run after this. But I highly doubt it'll be 246. Unless I have, like, literally the best end of the world anyone's ever seen, like, right now. Not bad. Oh my god. Am I about to get a back-to-back best segment end of the world? That's like literally unheard of. If I get a bad opening here, then no. Oh my god, it might actually happen. This has been a very good split regardless, but there's like a slight chance this might also be a blue split. And what the fuck, dude? That's crazy. That'd be a crazy start to end of the world. Oh my fucking god, dude. You are joking. What is going on right now? That is unbelievable. What is happening to my video game right now? It's trying to get me too comfy. I'm about to get fucked by final rest right quick, so I'm trying not to let my guard down. Oh my god, what a start though. My goodness gracious. The back-to-back best segments in End of the World. I cannot remember the last time that's happened. Holy moly. There is no way I best segment final rest though. No chance in hell. Menuing was already pretty bad with that. Not bad. Not good, but not bad. I'll probably lose a little bit of time here. My only concern is this invisible that's gonna spawn right next to me might shank me. Okay, no, good. I wasn't sure if I was quite far enough away or not, but nothing to worry about. That second to last wave is a little spooky because the invisibles come right for you the moment they spawn in, so if you're close to the center you gotta be fast. Okay, not too bad. Pretty much matched my final rest in PB. God damn, dude, this End of the World is really good, though. Back-to-back best segments and then a pretty decent final rest on top of that. That's gonna be very intimidating if this PB is. The good news is I don't really have many more runs I have to compete against, though. So, whatever, man. Just fuck it. Go for it. This is where things get a little bit dicey, though, because World of Chaos was really good in PB. So I do not have much leeway to play around with, despite it being, like, almost 20 seconds. Yo, Dark Koopa, thank you for the good luck. Ansem 2 was shaky, but I didn't get DMs, so it's only like a mediocre split, it's not a bad split. I'm burning to death. I have an extra elixir. Cool, dude. Who needs it? Not Donald. I don't want Donald to have that shit. Please jump, thank you. That kind of sucked. Excuse me, that kind of sucked because I was whiffing some of my fires toward the end there. Also, my voice just kind of died. Clunky fight again. I don't know what's going on with that, dude. Aurora, like, really trips me out with this fight, man. I mean, at least it was DM-less, but that was still kind of messy. This is where the run gets good, though, so I need to be focused. "20 seconds can evaporate in a blink of an eye in this part of the run." Yeah, tell me what's up, dude. Yo, Luke, thank you, man. Please get that off, thank you. Not the best Shadow Core. And artillery was a best segment in PV, so this is where my run would probably die if it wants to fuck with me. We'll see what happens, man. Whatever. Yo, Goofy, you wanna like, I don't know, throw a fucking Mega Elixir, please? Thank you. That was bullshit. Goofy, I don't need you doing that right now. Come on, man. I'm choking on face a little bit. No! You fucker. Oh man, that sucks. Oh shit. I think that might be it. No, dude. Or this is like a split-second PB. It's either I'm either gonna barely get it or I'm gonna barely miss it. I don't know which yet. Oh man. Oh my god, I never got it. Holy shit, dude, that was a crappy ending. Well, World of Chaos was not fantastic, but that's okay.